right? And because he's got other bills to pay and shit like that, right? So and but again, you know what it does? It really, like, it's really disconnecting, right? Because then they don't care. Just like the business people I talk with every fucking day, I some of them, they just don't care. Everyone's just a number, and that's just weird to me. It never really sat right with me. So because it's not reality. Like, you can't deal with people in a way where they're just the number of what they're bringing in to the busyness, and we're just going to ignore what they do in their day to day. What are they going to do with their success? Like, if some unethical organization is gonna benefit from me, and I'm a coach, I'm a business coach, and they want to work with me, it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. So why do we not do that in the other areas of living and coexisting? So so my point is that we have to, like, I would say, for me, if I ever get involved in that, it's gonna be man to man. I'm going to be saying, I'm going to make still a private agreement with that being. It's going to be like, look, you agree that if you slip on a banana peel, that's on you. Like, we're not going to check the cameras to see, like, whose banana peel it was. Like can you be a man and, like, make sure you don't slip on the banana peel, right? And the same conversation was had with somebody here who said they had a roofing company, and they said, it's impossible. I said, is it? Why can't you have private agreement with the roofer? Say, look, we're going to be extremely safe. We're going to have the best safety, harnesses and all this shit, because there ain't no insurance. There's no public insurance. You agree to be up there, and you're going to take the risk because you're getting paid good, and you know that I'm a good man. And we have a steady flow of work. And then on the flip side, with the client non-client, the same conversation. Hey, it's less expensive for you because we're not paying a bunch of we don't have a bunch of VIGs to pay. So here's what the work is going to be, and here's a fucking website with 300 of our testaments of our previous fucking bills that we did. Look, here's what they said. Nothing ever broke. I've had my plumbing did in 2017. It still works great, right? Why can't people take their business into their own hands, right? Why do they need to have some Babylonian overlay that's going to, like, save them if somebody tries to do some bullshit? All right.
Well, so you're going to have to operate in an unorthodox way, certainly, to accomplish that. Sure. And there's definitely a vetting process. And I see a lot of what you're saying there, even from the standpoint of, if you're not wanting to generate revenue, then you're going to have a different approach, whether it's barter or some other type of exchange. In any case, just to have that type of process.
Hey, Timmy,
I wonder though.
Sorry, hey Timmy, it's me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, the freak. I think you wanted to get in there.
Yeah, it sounds like he's singing the old Bob Seger song, the old I feel like a number.
Yep, that's right.
Feels like a stranger in his own land. And
is this a Jewish joke?
Just like, dude, the dude is actually snafu, except for the right to call everyone a pedo. He's just
is this a Jewish joke?
Fishing for the right to call everyone a loser, which is him.
How am I fishing for that right?
You're projecting, you virtue signal, and it's a total
objectively
communist fascist technique that you're doing. You do nothing.
What technique is fascist?
Everyone else that they're doing nothing. You're the do nothing, the Mr. King Crown, nothing. And you might as well just start singing Bob Seger, I feel like a number at this point. That's what you just said. So that's all I got.
Wait, so I've had a level of success over the past 10 years into doing busyness, and I've had nobody that says, oh my God, he frauded me, blah, blah, blah. So I've helped folks do good in their businesses as well. And I've positively impacted the people that worked with me, the people that worked for me, the people that worked on my behalf. And I'm saying that you, DeFreak, were working at probably like Walmart or Slave Depot for the past 10 years. And I'm saying that you can do better than that. I'm saying that you should be doing better than working at some slave corporation, and that you should revenue the funds that you got to something good. and bring it to your community instead of slaving away your whole life to some multinational corporation that doesn't give a fuck about you. And then your town turns into some Pennsylvanian Haitian town, and then you're going to complain and say that it was the big corporation's fault. Where's the loss of logic that you don't get what I'm saying? It's amazing.
The loss of logic is in your incoherency and in your projection and your assumptions of anything that's part of my life whatsoever.
Okay, so then reject my presumption then. So are you a successful business owner? And have you what is your path been?
You've been busy. Is that what you're saying? You say you've been busy. Are you busy?
I'm doing a play on words, talking about fun, work, fulfillment, life. What have you done over the past 10 years? Please tell us about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to tell you anything about it. How about that?
Okay, right. So you're just gonna do what everybody else does. Okay, you're just gonna make a bunch of statements and claims about me, telling me that I'm incoherent and that I'm making false presumptions about you. And then I tell you, hey, okay, since the presumption is false, that's what you're claiming, then go ahead and provide evidence and proof to your claim. And you can't do it. Why?
You can't either.
What do you mean I can't? Huh? How am I supposed to prove that you're right, that I'm not anything? I can't prove a negative.
All I'm asking you is to answer what your question was. Go ahead.
Excuse me?
I'm just asking you to answer your own question.
You don't ask questions here. How about that? You need to have merit to be able to ask a fucking question. The word is as king. You're the king of nothing. So you don't get to ask shit.
My merit is in the testimony that I just gave. And in your
I don't answer random questions on the internet constantly. Can you provide any evidence that anybody should give a fuck what you're saying?
I don't give a fuck about what you're saying because.
Great, then see you later. Bye. Bye from the back. See, that's how I do it. I don't give a fuck. Oh my God. Why? Here, I don't know. They're doxing me. They're doxing. Oh my God. I need to justify the way I live to 8 billion tards that don't do anything. Wow. Amazing logic. Why the fuck would I have to justify what I do to any of you when you haven't done anything? Why would I want to hear you speak? Bizarre. How can he attack someone so much? If you think this is attacking, you're a fucking loser in your life, and it wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything to you. If you can't handle this, some guy yelling through a screen at you, how do you get anywhere in your business life? Oh, right, because you have none. You probably barely have any job. You're probably in your mom's basement. Are you not, Cody? Again, if you're not, then please tell me where I'm wrong. I presume you're in your mama's basement. Your mama's basement. The king of nothing. Basement. Yeah, I believe most of you are the king of nothing. You've done no work within yourself to acquire anything, any skills, any knowledge, any experience, any resources, and yet you think that you should have an equal conversation with me or anyone else when you've done nothing, been nothing, and nobody respects you for anything.
Hey, Timmy.
I show my face here constantly. Right now, my internet was randomly cut off somehow, even though that's never happened before, in the middle of me speaking. So now I got just audio on.
Isn't the freak a pastor?
I thought he was a train's horn, air horn, going off in the distance there.
Oh, this is hard.
Take you through the woods here. Lovely walk today.
I'm dying. All right, that's it. I'm done.
Wow, we're doing nature now. This is cool.
I have to admit, I came back up to say hi to Freedom, and so he probably won't cam up either. That's okay. Freedom, it was good to see you. There you are.
Cheers.
How's it going?
How's it going, Quantum Epic?
Hey, everyone.
Good. I've been good. How
King
have you been?
Steven from the
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Shout out to my moderators.
Hello.
Coming at you. Hey,
Beautiful
everybody. Coming at you.
My amazing regular viewers.
I love it.
This is El Diablo, and ladies love El Diablo. Everybody
Man, that
knows
guy's
that
masculine.
at this point.
Yeah. we're gonna have to cut that out of the Jubal Skull Hour. Yeah. Well, yeah, I see the correlation, right? He's a king, right? He can't show his face because he has extremely dark circles under his eyes, pale skin, extremely fat and out of shape. Yet he's independently wealthy, and he can apparently he can't afford a computer. Is another tard that can't afford a fucking computer. Oh, my computer doesn't work. Okay, another one. This man is so weak and weak-minded. He's already stealing my saying. I never heard you say that before. You've called me King Nothing before. I've never heard you say that because I don't listen to what you say usually.
Thought I'd give you.
I just said you're the king of nothing because to ask a question is to be as king.
It's beautiful here. Beautiful view. Shout out to my loyal subscribers on YouTube. They say that I'm fake. They say that I'm evil. They say all sorts of things about me. They say that I'm poor. It's false. They say that my eyes are black. They're green. They're green. They're naturally green. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.
Great stuff. Thanks so much for that, King Steven. Another king of nothing. Cody, you chat a lot. Why don't you come up and talk and tell everybody why you're not living in your mama's basement? Why you have something to say? You know, maybe that's the problem with the half of the species. All the beta males talk. Why? Because your mama told you that you should be able to speak and everyone's equal. Yeah, no. Because in the real world, that's not how it works. The internet is not the real world, apparently. That's so disturbing of you. I don't know what you mean, but just like your mammy had to do for you, had to put you in timeout. See you later, Cody. Oh, boy. I mean, see, every day I'm more and more like, I just reflect and go, you know, I'm Roman. I know you guys like to make jokes and say I'm not. But, you know, I don't know. If one day they go, hey, by the way, you're the long lost prince of one of the, you know, royal bloodlines. We need you to, you know, manage 1 billion slaves. And then, you know, that would be a great a segment, you know, like that conversation and me going through it like kind of like that movie, what was it, The Devil's Advocate with Al Pacino. And he's like, but why? But you should treat everyone good. And he's like, yeah, but they're slaves. Look at how they use their freedom. And then it's like, yeah, but we're all part of the I am, right? It's like, yeah, but they waste it. What have they done? We've given them everything. What don't they have? They have air, water, food. What don't they have? And what's their excuse? I don't know.
Well, they can fundamentally be a slave, but like a caterpillar, they have the potential to, you know, transmutate into something completely different, and they can become self-empowered. And so, you know, what do you want for anyone? I mean, from my standpoint, I say I want people to have genuine families and fathers and mothers that are there to raise the children and nurture them and educate them and take those responsibilities head on. How do you know, motivate a society to do that when, of course, you can't force anyone's hand? You know, you just have to have good examples of it. And you can't make anyone do that, right? It has to be part of their own intuition.
I don't really give a fuck at this point. Like all these folks go, oh, we're all Americans, and we're like, I guess I don't really give a fuck what anyone do. You know, like, you know.
But you really can identify someone as a slave, right, Timmy, and simultaneously want better for them and see that you only know they're a slave because you've seen that in yourself and done the same thing at some capacity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't say anything because I mean, I guess it is sort of hypocritical. I will agree. That's like, why do I even speak? because I do care. Like the deepest part of me does care, but like the shallowest part of me doesn't give a fuck anymore. I'm very like, just very like, fuck these people. So I understand why these people's masters like do what they do. Like I get it. I really do. Now, if they would just if they would stop with like the, you know, like the child fucking and the human trafficking and like the really egregious stuff, you know, the wars killing the innocents, you know, is it really that bad? Right? Like, is it really that bad where you like kind of you whisper some lies into some being that is completely like rejecting their divinity, and they accept that, yeah, you know what, I'm a satanic piece of shit, sign me up, bring me to some war, right? And then on the other side they do the same thing, and then they send those people to places to kill each other. Like, is that really any different than two tards going into the boxing ring and going, you know what, let's just fight, and maybe we'll have traumatic brain injury, whatever? Like, is it really any different? You know, like, maybe that's extremely demonic.
The difference to me is like it's the innocence and naivety of a child, and like an 18-year-old to me, they're still a kid to me at this point. I mean, I know they may take on all the responsibilities supposedly of a full-fledged slave in our society, but
whose fault
really,
is that?
you know, they don't know what they're signing up for. They don't really know what they're getting into.
But like,
They're
again,
just, you know, a deer in headlights.
I disagree, man. Dude, at 18, I mean, I was not like, dude, at every age, I don't know, maybe most people are just NPCs. I don't get it though. Like, I wasn't like extremely like easily to be deceived. Like, I don't know what that is. Like,
everybody's path is different, you know. I had a friend who dad just passed away, and his brother pretty much abandoned him because he was caught smoking cannabis, and he felt like he had nowhere else to go. And his bros around him were telling him like, dude, don't fucking go into the army, man. It's crazy. And he did, you know, and it definitely changed him significantly. But no, I don't think necessarily people know what they're signing up for when they do that stuff. I think, hell, you know, it's like you don't know what you're signing up for when you sign up for a corporate slave job. You don't really.
But this is the point, though, Dick. But this is the point. It's like people shouldn't be. Okay, I'm coming from the perspective of like, people are supposed to be in their tribe, whether you want to call that the tribe, their neighborhood. They're supposed to be with their people, with their father, with their uncles or cousins. They're people that they know and like and trust in their small community, small tribe, 50, 100 people maybe. That's what it seems to me humans are supposed to be in. That's their tribe.
Yeah. And I'm just saying most people find themselves waking up out of that more than, you know, avoiding that altogether. There are exceptions. Like I know Paul avoided a lot of it, but most people in general find themselves fully indoctrinated, completely enslaved, and then, you know, trying to unravel that mess.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like, yeah, on some level, it's these beings' fathers' fault for not fathering them and being cowardly and succumbing to the world saying, have a little humility, Papa. Yeah. Don't be so strict, right? And then look at the outcome. But, you know, on another level, though, the deeper level is, I believe each of us are directly descendants from the I Am. That means that we have the ability to, okay, what is this? Some eyeballs? Yeah, I guess these are.
Yeah, I'm going to start a collection of all the truthers that have dark circled eyes and are demonic and pretend to love everybody. So we got Queen Stephanie, complete dark circled eyes. They don't know what I'm talking about. We'll go Pathetic Warrior next, and then we got Rose, dark circled eyes, all looking like they're demonic and post-mortem. But they don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just making that up. Okay.
Yeah, they'll blame, oh, I have some health condition and da. So
yeah, I photoshopped it.
Yeah. So yeah, I do believe that each of us are direct descendants from the I Am, and we have the ability to discern no matter what we've went through. Like I think it's blasphemous that people go, oh, well, my negative circumstances in my life are so powerful and evil and negative that they've overpowered the conscience in my being that God, the I Am, put in me to know right from fucking wrong. Give me a break.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Who actually believes that? Like, whenever anybody gives me some victim spiel, that's what I hear. That's what I hear and see, and that's what I'm disgusted at and disappointed at. People think I'm just up here like scolding slaves. And then you got Lana LaRue going, what do you do that's so great? Well, I mean, on some level, I do a lot of things that are great. I don't follow codes, the Babylonian codes all day. I follow House Carini, okay? That's me, House Fleischer, if you will. I don't pay slave tax ever, okay? Cody, either come up or shut the fuck up. You don't want to hear your dumb or see your dumb comments. I never hired an attorney, and I don't ever plan on doing it. I speak for myself. I don't have a failed relationship in a broken home. I have an amazing relationship with the woman that at times is my wife, the wife of I. I have a great son, 1.5 years old. Didn't put him through any health nonsense. He's extremely healthy and wise and happy, fucking all the time. I don't have any lost progeny around. I haven't thrown my children into the slave pit. The satanic pit. I myself was not jabbed up during Slavid-19 for the past 5 years, like most of you. Not saying you in the audience, the people, the other slaves. I never voted. I speak for myself. See the thing. While you want to go, I followed the First Amendment. I'm just like, yeah, I always spoke for myself. Well, not always, because I was gaslit my whole life. But for the past 15 years or so, I just talk like fucking this. And I don't give a shit what anybody thinks.
Hello.
Oh, yes, another free man, apparently, another king. Yeah, I don't have a slave job or own an LLC. I did for 2 years or so when I was confused. Haven't had a slave job in 10 years. I run my own business and do success man to man. Never been had a claim against I at court that I did wrong to somebody. Okay. Well, shall I continue? But now he's bragging. Look at him brag, or you'll say none of those things matter, right? Okay, so if those things don't matter, then what does, right? So and you can't say that you never spoke up. The guy spoke up constantly since 2006. I've been speaking up since 2006, living, telling people the same thing I've been saying for the past fucking 18 years. So I always spoke up. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm tired. So yeah, I don't really say much anymore day to day. So that's it. Is that qualified for why do I do that? I'm so great, Lana or Liana. You have 2 L's in your name. Is that a great man? The things that I just listed. If not, I'm really interested to know what is a great man then. If what I just listed isn't a great man, then what is? Oh yeah, and during the past 4 years, at every turn, I literally almost had a heart attack. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this. What is that? Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow. What does that mean? Are you able to articulate a few sentences in the English language, or not? But yeah, during the past 4 years, at one point, I was so disgusted with everybody. I was so angry, and it's not a healthy thing. I'm not saying it to be proud. I'm just saying because it just is what it is. I almost gave myself a heart attack. Like I was so mad at something. And like my heart started beating. It was nuts. It was like, I don't know, 200 beats a second or something. It was crazy. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to drop dead right there because I was so pissed off. So yeah, I acknowledge that that's not good. Right. It's like drinking the poison, being mad at everyone. That did happen. So I have calmed down a lot, and I just resounded myself to go, I'm just going to put that energy into working and, just not giving a fuck. Because I'm focusing in on the smaller circles, so to speak. Me, the wife of I, the son of I, and the people around me that are honorable. That's really it. Upholding the law and the concentric circles that go outwards. The people that work with me, the people that I've built up trust with, social capital, and then I treat the people that are around me in the day to day just neutral. I'm very cordial, hold the door open, courting, all that good stuff. But I'm not going to go out of my way like a lot of you proselytize and virtue signal and say, oh, they're doing this to our children. Yeah, you don't run a fucking school. Yeah, I'm homeschooling my son, so I'm not worried about the neighbor's kids if they don't want to homeschool their kid. If they want their kid to go to the clown with the purple hair and the penis, and pretend to be a woman, I don't care. And I'm going to spend that time. I'm going to invest that time actually to into furthering. And this is exactly what your masters do. They don't watch the news. They don't watch what you guys get angry at. They just go, I'm going to continue running my business. I'm going to keep acquiring more. Because what are they going to do? They're going to do charity for you. So let's see. Just wondering why this guy is so pent up and angry. Okay, well, you must be confused about what this is here. Maybe you're confused. What do you think this broadcast is about? What do you think it's about? What do you think this is supposed to be? Did you just like scroll in, like you know how they say stroll in? Did you just scroll in from a different live and you're just like, what is this? Why is this guy so angry? What's his problem? He's got a lot of pent up anger.
Well,
Yeah,
see, that's the thing. So when you were talking about how you almost gave yourself a heart attack, I would say it's likely the sign. It's just you have really strong energy, so you can defeat yourself, which is why discipline is so important for you, that you channel that and are productive with it.
Yeah.
And so I mean, you can be your own worst enemy in a certain sense, but if you channel that, then you're very highly effective and can accomplish a lot.
Yeah, no, and I've had a lot of like the problem with me is sometimes like Hank one day, the black guy Hank, he once called me autistic or something, and like I understand why he says that. I don't know what that word means, and I'm never going to accept what some dishonorable criminal psychopaths define anything. So I don't even care how they define it. But yeah, like one of my greatest weaknesses, if you will, is I get easily distracted, and then like or not easily distracted, but like I care. So if I see something, I'm gonna learn about it, and sometimes I get fucked up because like I'll be in the middle of doing something that I'm supposed to do, and then I'll see something, and then it's like a psychological thing, and I'll just sit there and think about it for 3 hours and go, wait, why are they doing this? Why are they thinking like this? And I'll go and I'll analyze it and I'll reflect and say, do I do this? And other times it's just like learning about different things. I'll go extremely deep onto a topic, and then I have to shut everything else out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
you microanalyze yourself, and you wonder why others don't do that as well. Yeah,
I mean, they're on some level, but it's also external topics. It's like this broadcast, right? Like I can get into the flow and the zone, and then I can do the broadcast and like kind of co-host. Like it's much easier for me if I'm doing it like this, where I'm leading, and then I'm like, okay, I like give it back and forth with the people on the panel, and then like I get into the zone. I'm just like zero, or I only have 2 gears. So it's much harder for me to like to be in the other gear and then come with the same energy. But anyway, that's why, Lana. I've watched this a few different times. Well, yeah, but I asked you, what do you think this is about? Like, what, like, do you know, or it's just like your spirit calls you back, or like, what? I'm putting people down. I'm just saying what my perspective is to be, what my truth is, what I'm seeing, what I see, and if you can't handle that, or if these people can't handle another being's perspective of them, and they don't like it. I'm not forcing you to be here. Nobody has to be here. I'm simply sharing my personal experience and sometimes what I see. Because there's a because again, I do believe that each of us, at least those born of woman, are direct descendants from the I Am and have immense power and ability to do good in this world. And when you go to the accounting table of how you've been your whole life. And I'm not saying I'm perfect at all. I've fucked up many times. But if we do the accounting of how you've been, how you've done, what have you accomplished? What would people say about you if you drop dead right now? Were you a code following slave your whole life? Did you vote your whole life? Did you call on attorneys? Have you lost your progeny? And I'm not just saying all these things, like, even if that's you, I'm not talking directly to you, Lana, just saying, even if that is you, well, like, are you on a different path now? Are you correcting it? Are you on an upwards path? Upwards being like upwards morality and ethics, or you're just still in the downward spiral, and then you're just going to blame everybody else. I'm about accountability, personal accountability. Now, I'm not interested. The freak, go away, bye. I'm not entertaining the retards at the bus station right now. Thanks. So yeah, like if if folks have, all right, mouth scan dry. If folks are on a downward path, somebody's got to tell them.
Yeah.
Because in 2024, everybody just wants to go, no, it's fine. Moral relativism. And really what they're doing is also ethical relativism at this point. They're doing moral and ethical relativism. Not only will they say like that outright, because there's a difference, right? Morals and ethics are different. They'll say, oh, the morals, Obama will just be, yeah, whatever, progressivism, right? They're also doing ethical relativism. And to me, that's just cultural warfare. Cultural warfare.
The actions are the fruits of their thoughts and their mind, right? But what I see happening is they are obfuscating free will. They're saying that it doesn't even exist. So I don't know where that fits in with those labels, but that seems to me to be like a crisis of sorts, because they'll, comply and consent to every decree, but at the same time say, they don't even have free will. So it's like, how do you get to that state of mind?
Right. I mean, most folks are that seems to be the main aim of the societal system for maybe eternity. And I think that this is what the being Jesus was talking about when he said, don't worry about the graven images, meaning don't worry about what the external is saying about you, because you determine that, because you're connected directly to the I am. And you have the abilities and powers of the I am, and you can do great evils or great goods. And again, it's not about good versus evil in some kind of like hero villain kind of ideal. It's just we're each a part of the I am, and it's very it's self-evident to know what's good and bad. That's why the law is very simple. So yeah, it's all day. It seems that the external is attempting to tell you that you're a weak, powerless worm, and that you don't have any power, and that the only power is outside. And this is just a big billiards table, and we're just a bunch of dog-eat-dog world, like Lou saying you got to kill or be killed, and it's just a bunch of billiards ball on the table, and then I gotta just be I just gotta do whatever. Fuck morality, fuck ethics, fuck karma, fuck spirituality. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, get what's mine, and that's the only way to survive. Who the hell cares? Says Cody. What the fuck, Lahol? Haha. Obviously, you've not had four. I guess near-death experiences, Timmy. Well, I mean, I've not had four okay, so you have. Okay, so you've had four near-death experiences, and like this is what you're doing after them.
Tell him to go all the way next time. Don't be a quitter.
Yeah, go all the way, or this is what your pinnacle of your life. I mean,
Cody's also had a near living experience too, watching this broadcast.
His whole life, he's had a near life experience. Right. Most of you are having a near life experience because you've never actually fucking lived.
We coined a new phrase here today. They're having NLEs, near life experiences.
4 hours in, if that's all we got from this, and I think it's worth it. That nugget. He says, I can't join the live cast because the rules have changed. No, I said this many times in this the Call of Q Boss Hour.
Dick is always welcome here.
Yeah, that a near dick experience, but also I'm very happy to have a one-on-one and have a direct conversation, honorable conversation, where you ask a question, I may answer it. I ask a question, you will answer it, and if you don't like that, you can fucking leave. And you can show us and tell us why you have any fucking merit that anybody should fucking care. Okay, because I know this is just all for fun, and you seem like a cowardly bitch slave, Cody. I just did. There you go. Okay.
Scumbag, demented, defective fucking mental apes. That's what you guys are in the freedom movement. You're morons. Everywhere, you're morons.
He's not wrong. I'm not going to be begging for laptops. 25% burned alive. Yeah, you were hold on a second. All right, you got it. 25% burned alive, and I'm a coward. You're saying
you
that
lit yourself on fire on purpose?
No,
he goes, I'm really fucking brave. I lit 25% of my body on fire. If you did it accidentally, that doesn't make you courageous. That makes you stupid.
He's like, Paul, you didn't have the balls to do self-immolation and then survive like halfway.
I think it makes you stupid whether you did it on purpose or by accident. It makes you negligent or foolish. I don't know what's going on there.
It was a spiritual
Yeah.
exercise, one of those like walking across the coals things, and they fell face forward.
He says, I'm a burn victim, and imagine
I'm a burn
how-
victim. I'm courageous.
So you were in the back. You were in the bathroom after you blew snafu during the hash explosion incident, and so your cover burns was covered 25% of your body. And I mean, yeah, in that aspect of life, you decided to continue because you had the I am within you. That's good. Like I give kudos to that aspect of you. The other aspect
Wait,
that has
how
the
do we know what
inability.
25% of his body's been burned? Like, I mean, like which 25%? You're acting like, I mean, I could probably pick 25% of my body and burn it and then still just, I mean, how does that change my life?
Well, I mean,
It's unsightly.
yeah, but I mean, but this dude won't come up and,
So
and
you're
have the
saying like if I burn like from my feet to my knees, that's like roughly 25% of me. No fat jokes, people. Yeah. So if I burn from my legs to from my feet to my knees, how does that change life and me? I don't understand how he just wanted to tell everyone that 25% of him's burned.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know how
because he's
that
like,
relates.
I'm weak and don't yell at me. I survived my burn car crash. But I like this one. You tell me is like, I pulled every pubic hair one by one. It was really painful, guys. Have
Yeah.
mercy on me. Have mercy.
Snafu has 25% of his body covered with water. Because he got in a bathtub one time. He survived that. He survived 25% being covered with water. Courageous.
I talk like an absolute fool. Can you qualify that statement? Just need a statement, sir. Timmy
I'm
talks
gonna
like
one
an
up you.
absolute
55% of my body is fat. You know how debilitating that is? I'm so fucking courageous for being able to carry that weight. How dare
Yeah,
you?
Paul's had to live with all of that
I'm
extra weight.
25% at least fat, or to 55%, just complete fat. And that is such a debilitating disease. And I'm still here. I'm carrying on. Recognize me,
difficult.
please.
Yeah. Because
Feel
your
your
voice
plight.
is like so effing stupid is why I said that. Okay. I think I
Why
probably
is he
liked
arguing from the chat box? Can he not get up here? Is the
I think
25% of his body that's burned prevent him from getting up here or what?
I was just gonna say, like, I probably don't like the look of the 25% burn part of your body. I think that's fucking stupid. But I'm not gonna just be mean for no reason. You're embarrassed now. Okay. Yeah, people down here are saying I have a beautiful voice. I always thought I had a voice for radio. People always said, "This guy's got a voice for radio, face for radio, the whole nine."
No, voice for radio is actually, it means you have a good voice.
Yeah, I think you just have a bad microphone.
living.
Paul.
I think he's looking at the glass half full, though. I mean, 25% burn, you could spin that as a positive if you really wanted to. I mean, you can work that angle.
All he's proving is that he's negative and selfish because he didn't speak about the 75% of him that's not burned.
There you
He's
go.
right away focusing on the negative. Unthankful,
Yeah.
ungrateful, and selfish. Ungodly. I say burn the other 75% of them. See if we can get him to true faith.
Just complete the job.
The audience loves it. Even other men are saying they'd like to fuck my voice. I don't know what that means.
I love Dick. Dick
Is he gay or is he trying to do a power move? I don't know.
But hopefully
Okay,
his dick didn't burn, though.
Cody,
That'd be pretty
is your
Maybe
is
that
your
was, it was a
diaphragm
sex accident.
is your diaphragm and your tonsils and your throat and lungs all burned up and unusable? Is that why you're unable to come up? Like it's guys. It's 2024. We come here almost every day. I come here almost every day. Cody, you've been here every day for the past 30 days, I think. It's 2024. What's up with you guys? Just come up. You have no excuses. The link is right there. Have the conversation. Why is it so complicated? Give the audience something. They get tired of me after they're about an hour of the co-host hour. So, you know, at least give them some fucking entertainment. Every week somebody says, Cody, go up. And then he's like, no, I'm scared. I don't want to. Why? Yeah, well, it hasn't worked, Catstopia.
10 years.
Who are you reporting who to? Oh, man. All right. Anyway.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
This broadcast has been 25% ruined, at least, by Cody and other retards in the chat box. This broadcast has been just,
25% destroyed.
Well, we'll carry on.
Yeah. All right. What else? I guess. Yeah. I mean, this always happens pretty much. I try to bring up like value in the world, and then all the closet Talcots, you know, just want to go, no, fuck that. Like, don't point at the things that I don't do in life, and you know, just let me keep my slave depot job. Let me keep my church, my mask, and my masters. Timmy, don't ruin my delusions, please.
I love Dick.
But what is that look Jack has when he's talking? He just appears as if he's like gazing over a large crowd of people. So he gives that.
That's the audience he's imagining would be in the room with him.
Exactly.
We haven't got there yet.
But you see that too, right? Like he's always like looking out in some kind of ominous gaze at, you know.
Yeah, we've never saw it because we didn't have that technology, but I can only imagine that's exactly what Hitler would have looked like before he came to power if he started a broadcast.
Exactly.
It was insanely unsuccessful.
It's creepy. It's got that creepy, weird feel. Oh man.
He's looking out over all the people he either control or liquidate if given the chance.
Pretty much.
All right.
Blowjobs.
Gentlemen, and of course I use that term loosely.
All right. Yeah. Whatever. All right. Thank you, folks. All right, Dick, you want to go first?
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me up here. And y'all have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you, Dick.
Bye now. Bye-bye.
Much love. Ciao. I'll read you there, Chi.
I love Dick. Dick is always welcome here.
Yeah. See, even when he's saying he loves another man's dick, he doesn't even really mean it, I presume. All right. Well, I had fun, and I think like maybe 25%. No, I think 75% of you I think enjoyed it as well. For the 25% of you that didn't like it, and the just accepting just the tip 25%, that you didn't like it. Well, you can accept 25% of Dick's dick, and deal with it. And
who couldn't use that extra 25%?
Yeah.
Julian, I got to thank Julian from yesterday. I never got to it after the broadcast. I saw it and I forgot about it, but he just reminded me indirectly when I saw him. So thank you, Mr. Julian, for your contribution. All right, Timmy, get the hell out of here. Another successful G-Boss co-host hour.
All right, 75% love. 75% love you all. 25% fucking can't stand you, and you're burn victims. Bye.
Yeah, I'm in reverse. I'm 25% love you all. 75% go fuck yourself. But that's what makes this work. All right, folks, I'm back tomorrow. Your humble God of all media, host and co-creator, and many hats. I don't want to get into all my accomplishments and achievements. I'll let Timmy do that. I don't want to upset you folks and trigger you, the lowly slaves of the kingdom. So with that said, Queen Stephanie, I'm sure will be live until he falls asleep in front of his computer because he's up all night and falls asleep sometime during the midday, late evening. So go over there, check out the dark circled eyes with the broken, disconcerting stare. I'll throw it up once again. There it is. That's the eyes of a loving, godly, successful man. There's no doubt about it. All right. If I didn't say it back tomorrow, somewhere between 12 and 5 MDT. God of all media out. Paul Incorporated on the way out. Say goodnight to the bad guy. If you don't love the truth and you're not going to make a change here and be the change, go fuck yourself. Seriously. Out of here. Bye. They're constantly double speaking like the snake in the garden. right? Trying to convince folks that if they just eat of the fruit of this tree, that they'll become like God. If you just like opt into statute, policy, and code and like don't, if you just submit, cooperate, and comply, we're all going to be safe, right? It's again the same spiritual archetype of the fork-tongued, double-speaking snake in the garden, trying to convince us to give up our true power, to do the will, to do its will, in order to become safe enough that we can be like God. Well, you'd have to come to the organic, authentic conversion state of choosing a different belief or knowing something different to be true. I can't tell anybody else what to believe or what their conviction is. I've come to a state at some point in my life where I realize I will govern myself. I get to make choices on what I do. No other man or woman in this realm gets to do that. Government only exists because of us. Right? We as men created it. We gave it a limited power in order to uphold our rights from folks who wish to take them. So the moment that they do not fulfill their task, the power transfers back to the benefactor/beneficiary. Government and servants don't get to decide for men and women who has what, when, why, and how. They only get to do that for themselves and folks who identify with that and opt in. Again, ignorance of the law is no excuse. So most folks are ignorant of not only God, therefore they're faithless, they're ignorant of how this system works and the fact that they've opted into, with contract, a whole bunch of obligations that are advisory for men and women and only compulsory for agents of the corporation.
God damn it, Paul.
You can't write up state code that's antithetical to the federal code, which is pursuant to the Constitution. That's called an overthrow of the law of the land. People just say shit. It's called checks and balances. Everything has to be pursuant to the highest code, which is pursuant to the highest law. Code is a codification of law. The law of the land is we have a right to pursue our happiness and do whatever we want without causing loss, injury, or harm, and as long as we pay our debts. That's what's known as the common law. And it's common fucking sense. When did the servants get rights and abilities more than the men and women they serve? I'll ask it over and over again. And the answer is when you all opted in and put yourselves on record as agents of this corporation rather than men and women on the land with natural rights. And then you acted like a slave. If millions of you on the road are going to ride around with all of the corporate identifiers and do contract with them willingly, what are they going to say when they come across me? Common practice is now the opposite of the common law, because they're going to go, all the rest of us think we have to do it. Right, you have a belief that you have to do what servants, civil servants, and a corporation tells you to do. My God and my conscience and my balls, quite frankly, between my legs as a man tell me, no, I don't.
You can keep repeating the words and the actions over and over and tell yourself, I'm living. I'm doing it all on my own. I'm doing good. God of all media.
Legit to quit. But the Ali's with a